Hello, Anna Napoli for the Finance News Network. And joining me now from State Gas, Richard Cottee. Richard, welcome to FNN.
Thank you, Anna.
First up, could you start with an introduction to the company?
State Gas has acquired 100% interest in the petroleum lease 231. It's a 281 square kilometres, about 47 k's from existing pipelines. And interestingly, with pipelines, there's two pipelines within 47 k's. So competition's a dirty word in the pipeline industry, but it's sometimes a good friend to have if you're a producer.
Richard, can you tell us a bit more about your project in more detail?
We've just finished the core hole on the northern end in Aldinga East 1A, and last year we did a core hole in Nyanda 4. And basically what you do with a core hole is you take a core of the coal, put it into a canister, seal it. The canister's already got water in it, and you take it to the laboratory. This then enables you to get some of the key parameters of economics of a coal seam gas. What is its gas content? What is its permeability? The higher the permeability, the less you interfere with Mother Nature. The easier the gas can get out, the cheaper the production costs will be. So the prime thing about the pipeline is that 90% of the time is done for permitting and 10% for construction. It takes a while to do the permitting, and so what we're trying to do is, if these results inform us as we think they are going to, then we can go straight into production testing and hopefully get a pipeline operator to start the permitting, because it's only 5% of the costs. So all in all, that means that hopefully by the end of next year we've got reserves, we've got a pipeline ready to be built, and I don't think it's going to be all that hard to get a domestic consumer.
So obviously it's a huge project you're taking on. What are some of the funding requirements?
Coal seam gas is actually quite cheap to bring on. Not necessarily do we have to own a pipeline. Do we really have to own a gas processing plant? So the prime funding is actually to get the reserves up, as I said, and that's $10 million. It's not like it's a bridge too far.
And Richard, could you provide a comment on the company's share price?
My job is to ensure that we keep to this timetable and ensure that the share price accretes in a manner that is appropriate for the risks these shareholders are taking. Given that it's only 2 years away, that phenomenon called the Valley of Death probably won't occur. It'll be too quick. So I would anticipate that providing these results come, they should be not too bad an accretion. Let me just say that when I joined QGC, it was 20 cents a share, and 6 years later we sold it out at $5.75 a share. Which wasn't too shabby.
And when do you expect to get the results?
We should have some of the permeability type numbers indicative next week, but otherwise it'll be just before Christmas, before the core hole stuff comes out.
Richard Cottee, thank you for the update.
My pleasure.